All right, shoot.
Just because I come from
The land down under?
yes.
They're eating Vegemite sandwiches.
Anyway, yeah.
So I come from a place where my family pretty much eats everything. Like we don't have an aversion to certain things. I mean, there might be one thing or something,
Okay.
here and there, but I mean, we eat everything. The kids eat everything. So is this like, not having any kind of salad? When's the last time you guys have tried something like that? Or do you have just this ingrained aversion to it because one time when you were a kid, you didn't think it tasted good, and all of a sudden now you just completely are...
Yeah, just completely despise it.
I don't know if I've ever sat down with a bowl of salad and just gave her a munch.
Yeah,
please
that's
rephrase
thing
that.
I don't understand. That's also something I don't understand. Like how do you guys not like a good normal salad?
Because
there's no
good.
such thing as
You
good
both-
salad in
You
this.
both love ranch dressing.
Yeah, just drowned it in ranch.
I'm not a rabbit. I don't need to eat grass.
You gotta have vegetables.
No.
No, I don't. That's why I take a vitamin in the morning.
That's why I take a vitamin.
He takes a one-a-day men's.
Yep,
or,
and he's
sorry,
good to go.
One-a-day children's, right? So
Yeah, children's, let's
big
be honest.
bones.
No, it's one a day.
The Flintstone.
He takes his
Flintstones.
Flintstones.
Those Flintstones, the chalk Flintstones are pretty good.
I've heard
Jokes
they're
on-
good. I've never had one.
Like Bear, if it was either starve to death or eat a salad, I'll see you on the other side. I'm probably not making it.
That makes no sense at all.
That's wild.
Because I will crush a salad. And here's what's great about a salad.
Oh boy.
Nothing.
Because once you have a little bit of your base, whether you use iceberg or spinach or spring
Dude, a
mix
salad
or
can
whatever.
be anything.
Oh my god.
But you just
You
don't
put some cheese
just
on it.
Insert salad into trash can.
No, you put some cheese on it, then you can put tomatoes, cucumbers, you can dress it up, do some feta cheese. You can
Taco
put
meat.
peppers, taco meat, chicken.
Yeah, a salad
you-
is a
oh.
very broad term.
Yeah, salad.
But
and then you just drown it in blue cheese dressing. Done.
Yeah.
So not
Or-
only are you eating grass, you're eating moldy cheese on top of it.
Yes, I'm eating grass with moldy cheese. That's right.
You and my mom are getting along great.
Yeah, except for the fact where I'm going to tell her she messed up.
Now, Barry, you have to admit though, just a canned beet, not a pickled beet, but just beets. They taste like dirt.
Any beet tastes earthy.
Okay, earthy.
Yes,
that's
very,
a good way.
Very
to put it.
earthy. Yes.
Yeah, not a fan.
See, that's one of the very few things that I'm not a fan of.
Okay.
I will eat them, right? And I'll smile and nod and whatever,
Yeah,
but
well,
I am not a fan of beets. Now, my wife, on the other hand,
just tear them up, though.
because where I'm from, pickled beets.
Yeah.
You go to a wedding, that's one of the 5 things that you always know are on the menu.
Yeah, and you skip
Where I'm from.
right over them.
And I skip right over 'em.
There's beets at wedding receptions.
Yes.
Do the people
Why?
getting
Yeah.
married hate you?
No, it's that I'm telling you, man. It's just a thing for where I'm at.
It's just always
Really?
there.
It's
Yeah.
weird, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Now I didn't know. I'm from the next county over, and I had no idea until I married my wife. And I was like, "We're having beets on the buffet." Because yes, there were beets at my wedding.
Interesting.
Who knows?
Oh, man, we're learning so much.
Mm-hmm.
So Tony and Trent are the reasons Dino Nuggets exist.
Guys, I'm not a problem, okay? I'm a picky eater, but I'm not
Do you
a
guys
problem.
have you guys ever tried pork rinds?
Yeah.
Yeah, pork rinds are good.
It's just deep fried pork fat. Yeah, of course it's good.
It's not
And like you
fat,
need to drink
it's
water after
skin.
eating like a couple of them.
It's pig skin, isn't it?
I think so.
Beats at wedding receptions. Did we move to Russia? Is that a thing in Russia?
I suppose.
Don't know. Never been. Don't plan on it either. No offense to Russia. It's like far away. I'm good. I have to leave my house. Oh, man. God, I couldn't even tell you. I haven't been to a wedding in like a hot minute. Like, what did they have for food at a wedding? I couldn't even tell you. It's been so long. Been a minute. All right. Load this back up. We need planks right now, y'all, is what I'm actually trying to get. But I accidentally left the beams on for spawning, so I have to deal with the beams first. And then we'll go back for planks. Planks long is what I actually need right now, so it's all good. As long as the trailer wants to cooperate, we are we're chilling. Oh, a big wedding thing in St. Louis here is Muscatoli.
You mean Muscatroli?
No, I mean Muscatoli.
Sounds like you're musket trolling.
Oh, man. It's good, too. Yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah, every time we go out to dinner at the old neighbor's place, yeah, she always makes a salad, and Tony turns his nose up at it. You should see it. It's really funny.
No, I respectfully decline.
Sure.
Okay, I am a picky eater, but I did try your cherry pie. Even though I was about to die, I did try it.
You did, and you hated every second of it, too. Right?
Where's that picture? Hold on, there's a good picture.
There's a picture of you eating the cherry pie. Yeah, I sent it to your mom, didn't I?
Pies.
I think I posted on Instagram. Muscatoli is like, kind of like a baked pasta dish with like,
It's very similar to baked ziti.
yes, like we call it muscatoli here in the Midwest. Respectfully decline, hurts her feelings. Now, I believe we had a conversation about like all the food Tony doesn't eat, and we laughed about it and stuff. She was fine. She's good. I don't know that, like, yeah, she's not the type that's going to be offended by like somebody not wanting to eat a salad. So she's good. Do you guys eat lasagna?
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
It's not too bad. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that about lasagna.
Now, Bear, look at this. Look at this picture. Hold on. How do I do
What do you mean?
this?
What do you mean this?
Oh, you'll see it whenever I post it. Hold on. I gotta remember how to work my phone here. Hold on.
Oh, man.
Does it look like I'm having a good time in this picture? Because I don't think I am.
Philbosaurus Rex wants to know if I'm in casserole or hot dish. It is definitely casserole in St. Louis.
Yeah, we're not in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like you're just questioning your life choices there, Tony.
I don't know. The bowl's clean. Looks pretty good to me.
You don't see the cherry off to the side?
Oh, man.
Looks like a young Dale Earnhardt Sr. trying
I
to
know,
enjoy some
right?
cherry pie.
Shepherd's pie? I doubt they've ever had
With
that.
his mouth full.
Yep. Looks like Tony's getting ready to... Okay, I'm not going to say that because that'll get taken out of context. It's funny. Who says hot dish? Minnesota people. People say hot dish up in Minnesota. We don't. It's a casserole here. That's okay. Does their lasagna not have mushrooms? My lasagna that mom ever made never had mushrooms. No.
That's one of the great things. One of the great things about lasagna. You can
Screw it up.
You can really like add or
Custom.
subtract things as you see fit.
It's kind of like muscatoli or like a pizza. You can kind of make it however you want, you know. The lasagna that I grew up on had cottage cheese in it. The only time I'd ever eat cottage cheese was in lasagna.
Cottage cheese, not ricotta?
Nope, not ricotta. Cottage cheese. This is Hutan Pantai.
I'll be right back.
I don't know if it was just cheaper, and so mom just like made it work. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh.
But we always had cottage cheese. So many ways to mess it up. That's true too, yeah. That's true. Bulbasaurus Rex makes it with cottage cheese. There you go. Yeah, mom would always make her own sauce, and it would sit on the stove like literally for an entire day and like simmer. And then yeah, there was cottage cheese that had some stuff in it, like maybe some basil, some parsley flakes, stuff like that. And then you would, you know, in the pasta, the meat was in the sauce and layered up. You bet. Shoot, I don't know. Special Pat, a lot. A lot. How about that? Yeah, I don't eat pickles. I don't like pickles. I don't want nothing to do with pickles. In fact, I was gonna make, I saw a thing on TikTok a while back and I was like, that kind of sounds good. So I looked into it more. It's deviled egg pasta salad. Yeah.
No.
So on the surface, I was like, okay, that sounds interestingly, like I'm gonna check this out, you know. But basically, it's literally just pasta, and then you just have like the eggs mushed up in the sauce. And I was like, yeah, but the one recipe had like a bunch of like raw red onion cut up and like pickles cut up. And I was like, I'm not gonna make it. So I looked into it. I was just like, I mean, deviled eggs scream Easter, right?
I mean,
you don't eat deviled eggs either. Yeah. I know, Bear, you like your deviled eggs.
I do love me some deviled eggs.
They're so good.
Okay.
Nasty.
All right,
they're
more deviled eggs
great.
for us.
Yep. So I don't know if we're having any deviled eggs tomorrow, but that's okay.
You will if you make them.
That's true. I don't think I'm gonna make them though.
Because if I make them, they're staying here.
Exactly. They're not going over there. Deviled eggs are for every day.
I really like egg salad too.
Yeah. Pickle relish and potato salad. So there is a little bit of pickle relish in our potato salad. I could do without, I say our potato salad. I haven't had the thing in like 12 years, 10 years. Probably. It's been forever. One of these days, I need to try to find the recipe that mom used to use and make it. Or just like, just make it. See if I can just figure it out, you know? But yeah. Just need to try.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the deviled egg talk.
What are we doing now? Or are we just waiting?
Peanut butter pickle sandwiches. Tony, I'm hauling stuff up to the thing real quick.
Okay.
We're templing. Dill or sweet? I don't know. I guess it's dill. I don't know. Whatever relish you buy. I don't know. Relish is relish, isn't it? Is there different types of relish?
Depending on the type of pickles they use to make it.
I don't know. You know, it's crazy. You got like pickled beets and pickled this and pickled that, right? I have never seen anybody pickle a cucumber, Bear. It's crazy, you know?
That's so bad.
Not even a chuckle, huh?
It's so bad.
Not even a chuckle. Okay. there's a sweet pickle and a dill pickle relish. Okay. Oh, God. Oh, there goes the... Okay. I gotta pick that up on the way back.
Hey, you lost something.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know why it auto-loaded, but then didn't lock down, so... Also don't know why I couldn't get another row on top of here. But that's okay.
I don't know how you have your auto load set up, I assume.
It did... It should, because it did one, but then it didn't do the rest. So, I don't know. If somebody wants to hit the sleep trigger house, we could go a day now.
Got you.
Let's do it. Nobody's pickled it. Okay. All right. Nobody thought that was funny either, so. Do you got me? Maybe? Which trailer did you use, Zach? You know, there's two.
Well, I was walking and then I just teleported. I think the furthest. Hold on. Gotta get my directions correct here.
North, south, east, west. All right.
I used the furthest south one.
Gotcha. Thanks a
Hold on.
lot. And there's a lot here. Okay. I'm good to go again. I probably should have turned that off. Whoopsie. Needed to turn that off first.
My bad.
No, I hit the button, not you. I could have hit no. It's fine. So good. Okay. So it's April, it's planting time.
It's raining.
Yep. Okay, so there's enough here. We don't have to worry about sawmill anymore. For now. Last time to get through the rain, and I guess we'll do some planting. What do you want to plant today, Tony?
You know my opinion.
Corn?
Corn or soybeans.
Well, we just harvested beans on Tuesday, so.
Start planting corn.
Tuesday, I guess, yeah. I guess. I'm here for it. We might plant some oats too. Because then we can get 3 planters going. We got 2 corn and...
I'll grab an oat planter.
No, you want to plant corn.
No, I can plant oats. It's no big deal.
Go plant corn.
Okay, fine.
Twist your arm, come on.
I know, come on.
Oh boy.
So, what field do you want to plant oats in?
Don't care.
Can we do the big one?
Sure.
Then we'll plant corn and everything else.
Although we'll have to work the fields, so.
Ooh, I'll do that.
We have, you'll need the 9RX probably. Sorry, the 9R. We have that big yellow cultivator somewhere. Rain brings more fog, right? Sometimes.
There is a John Deere 7R hooked up to the kid singing.
Okay. Don't mind me, just gonna park in the dedicated parking spot for the trailer. Yeah, bet.
This thing all weighted up on singles.
Everybody loves how I park it or run that thing on singles, yeah.
I mean, I personally think it would look good on doubles, but you know, to each their own, I suppose.
Not a fan of the singles, huh? Okay.
No. Oh, there's a trailer there.
We'll put doubles on. Or duals, I don't care.
Well, then it would ruin your shtick.
Then I'll change them next time I want it.
Fine, you twisted my arm.
Oh, man.
You know, we don't have the money to be doing this kind of behavior, John.
Really?
Yeah.
We have $3 million, dog.
You never know, we might have to buy something for the temple to make it work.
I did have to buy some stuff the other day. Look at all them trucks all lined up. Only if we had a building for the trucks. Which one are you planting in? Or you want to do the big one?
Sure.
All right, then I guess we'll do these other ones in Kern. Pitter patter, yo, let's go. Right. Gotta hit the unfold first. You know, there is a food that Tony will tear up, and I do know about this. It's like a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit from Hardee's. He'll tear that up.
I do mess with breakfast.
Well, there's not a... Well, some people would have, like, fruit for breakfast.
Those people are monsters.
They're monsters. You a big, like, mimosa guy?
Absolutely not.
You ever tried one? I've never tried one.
Have you even had a mimosa?
I have not.
Then
Or
how
no,
can-
not-
how do you
not a
know if
mimosa.
you're not a mimosa guy?
Mimosa's orange juice, right?
It's champagne and orange juice, yes.
Okay, now what's the other one? The, oh, God. What's the one that's, like, tomato-based? Tomato juice.
Oh,
Bloody
it's a
Mary?
Bloody Mary.
Yeah. Get Tony some Bloody Marys, yeah. Oh, man. Tony's like, you know... Tony's a big, oh, what is it? Vodka cranberry guy?
A
Crown.
little, Crown Royal and cranberry, that's it.
I
Yeah.
got, real quick, I have a problem. I put duals on this tractor and I can't get it out of the shed.
Really?
I tabbed to it. It won't fit.
Oh, you're not kidding, are you?
No, it won't fit out of the shed.
Well, I guess you better put singles back on it and then take it to the shop, huh? I didn't
I'm a
anticipate that being a problem.
big Crown Royal apple cranberry guy.
Okay.
Or a good Busch Light never hurt anybody.
No, at least you like that type of stuff, Tony.
See if these
Yeah.
duals will fit.
Trent just drinks Mountain Dew. That's it. Or Pepsi. You're a big Pepsi guy, too.
Yeah,
Old
Yeah.
Pespy.
Pepsi.
Pepsi and Dr. Pepper.
That's what.
There,
that's what-
Pep A, Pep B, then
Pepsi.
Pep C.
Crown Maple is the devil. Never tried it. Wouldn't know.
What about tequila, Tony?
No.
No.
No, thank you.
No.
No, thank you.
Big Mert says Pepsi is way too sweet. I haven't had like unleaded Pepsi or leaded Pepsi in forever. Like actual Pepsi. Okay, that's fine, Obos. Yeah, you're good. Okay. Oh, we need to fertilize those cotton fields too. Now that song's gonna be stuck in my head like all day.
Honestly, I was thinking of a
Tequila.
country song.
Tequila. Country song?
Yeah.
Ever had maple syrup? Let's crown it maple. Now, maple syrup, that I'm not a fan of maple syrup. Even like the good stuff and not just the high fructose corn syrup water. That stuff's nasty. The high, like the pure, just like high fructose corn syrup stuff. Not a fan of that. Yeah, but like even real maple, I'm not really a fan. Big Merd, it was probably a bag of high fructose corn syrup, not real sugar, you know? Although apparently for, what's this is gonna sound really ignorant of me. Is it for Passover? The Coke and Pepsi, they make a bunch of Coke and Pepsi with like real sugar.
Yes, and it is for Passover.
For Passover, yeah, it has the yellow cap on it, right?
Yep.
I've seen TikToks about
I saw the
this.
same video you did.
Yeah, I kind of want to get some just to try it.
Has real sugar instead of the fake stuff?
It has real sugar instead of corn syrup, yeah.
Ooh,
A real cane sugar.
Yeah, because it has to do with the Jewish people for Passover. They can't have like processed stuff, right?
Yep.
But
no,
they can
all I
have.
can do is cane sugar is pretty good, but
Yeah, that's
for
like the
Pepsi.
throwback stuff, yeah. But yeah, if you see Pepsi or Coke with a yellow cap, that's what it's for. It's like, heck yeah, I want to try that. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome. It was popping. It's basically, you know, I saw it on TikTok, so it has to be legit, right?
You think
No,
so?
it is. I've seen it before. I've seen it on TikTok before. Like before yesterday or whatever. Well, that's true. The Mexican Coke is the same, yeah. That's true.
it has real Coke.
It has real sugar, yes. The Mexican Coke does, yeah. I don't want to say like we're the only country, but like the United States, we've just like changed everything from being like, you know, real sugar to just high fructose corn syrup. Because it's cheap compared to sugar, is the problem, right? And I know, we'll say secondhand knowledge, but people that like travel to other countries and, you know, just start eating the food, they're like, man, I feel great. Well, it's because all the junk's out of your diet all of a sudden. And even if you eat a bunch of junk food in other countries, like, you still feel great because it's not as junk as our food here is.
That's correct.
Like when my brother was in
happened to me.
Japan, like he was all about it. He felt so good. And yeah. Our food is just junk here, unfortunately. And I don't know how to fix that, but you know, hopefully someday. Yeah.
Here's how you fix it. Don't buy stuff that has it.
Right.
And people
True.
will stop putting stuff in it.
True. The sodium, yeah. Sodium's another one. We enjoy using our pride products. True. Yeah, high fructose corn syrup is it is a byproduct, isn't it? But it's just so bad for you. And it's in everything. Saying it's in so many things. I've started reading more labels recently, and like, if it has it, I'm just not gonna eat it. So yeah, because it makes me sick. But that's a thing. I did mess up the other day. We went to Wendy's for lunch, and I had a burger with ketchup on it. I was like, oh yeah, need to order that without ketchup.
You don't like ketchup on your hamburgers?
Ketchup's great. It's full of high fructose corn syrup, though.
Oh.
It's like the number 2 ingredient, I think, besides like tomato or something. And if you actually would compare like by volume ketchup to Dr. Pepper, it has more sugar than Dr. Pepper. And the sugar is the high fructose corn syrup in that case.
Huh.
So, yeah, it's kind of wild. So, yeah, ketchup's terrible. Barbecue sauce is terrible. Now, I'm not saying there isn't ketchup without it, and I'm not saying there's not barbecue sauce without it, but if you're going to a fast food joint, it's gonna be yeah. Did I get a Frosty? No. Nope. I just had Dad and I have been on a kick of just, what do they call that? Like Dave's double or something? Just a double cheeseburger with ketchup. That's it. That's all we get. Although just 2 burgers is like $17 now.
Yeah.
It's just outrageous. But like, we're not getting drinks, we're not getting fries, just burgers.
Wendy's or?
Yeah, Wendy's, yeah.
Oh.
I do
Mine
really
is-
want to try the new Frosties, the brownie batter, whatever they call that one, the brownie one. I want to try that so bad. But
I think whenever I go by myself, it's 10, 15, maybe 20.
oh yeah,
Oh, because I get the big Baconator,
yeah.
I think it's a large chocolate frosty,
Oh my god.
and a large or medium fry.
All right.
Do you dip your fries into your frosty?
No,
I'm surprised you don't. Most-
You told me you never tried that.
no. But usually burger first, frosty, and then fries.
What? You eat the dessert in the middle?
It's my drink too.
Fair play. But you don't like eat the burger and the fries at the same time? Like,
I mean, I'll have a couple fries, but I won't eat like all the fries.
Bear, do you just feel normal today, or is it just me?
I feel about as normal as I'm gonna get.
It's like when you go to Walmart, if you're feeling bad about yourself and you just walk through a
Yes.
Walmart, you're like, man, life is
100%.
great. Like, I
Dude, I'm
feel
doing pretty well
skinny,
for
I'm
myself.
not fat.
Right? Well,
I mean, yeah, it's great. You need to eat the fries before they're cold, but you need to eat the frosting before it melts.
Yeah, so that's like the dilemma with all that.
I-
You gotta eat it while it's all warm.
All at once, though. Like, you take a bite of burger, you take a fry, you eat some frosty, you take a bite of burger, you know. No? Apparently not.
I mean, sometimes I'll do that, yeah. Depends on like how busy I am that day, or
All right. Frosty, yeah. I always love when they give you a frosty and a straw, and it's like, no. I want a spoon. I'm gonna eat my frosty before it's melted.
yeah, Arby's big. They'll give me like a straw with the shakes.
That's because it's a shake.
I know, but it's you can barely drink it out of the straw.
But it's not a frosty is a different thing. It's a different breed. Okay. Although it's interesting, Wendy's is doing all these mix-ins now for these frosties.
oh really? Are they going like Blizzard style?
So right now they have 3 sauces you can get. They have a caramel, a strawberry, and a brownie batter.
Hell.
Yeah, I know, right? And then you can get that with the chocolate or vanilla frosty. But apparently in like a month or so, they're coming out with like Oreos and Butterfinger and like all the stuff. So it's going to be like straight up Dairy Queen at Wendy's
Right.
soon.
Wait,
So I don't know if they're going to mix it or they're just going to like pour some in the cup and then pour the frosty on. I'm not sure.
well, pretty soon you can go up there and say I want a large chocolate frosty with the brownie mix.
Yeah. Straws need to be bigger for shakes. To me, a frosty is not something you eat with a straw. It's a spoon.
Yeah, frosty is a spoon and shake.
It's too thick.
A giant straw.
Dump the frosty and the fries in a bowl and eat it like soup.
It means you waited too long to drink her.
Yeah,
Or-
so you waited too long, or it was a really hot day, something. Yeah.
Well, not even if it's the hot day, you still waited too long.
Wow. Or you need to eat inside at Wendy's and then just say like, hey, I'll come back for my Frosty in a minute, you know, or just order it separate. So it's just, you know, it's still in the machine, you know. Just saying. Does anybody else, when you eat ice cream, you have to have ice water after?
No.
That's just me.
Yeah.
I think that's because of our Dairy Queen when I was a kid. They used to have this like water dispenser sitting on the counter. Because back then, you know, you could trust people.
T-Bomb 3081 just resubscribed for 3 months.
T-Bomb, thanks for the resub, man, for 3 months. How's it going, man? And so they always had this like dispenser of this super cold ice water sitting on their counter with like free cups. So you'd go get a little ice cream and then all the water you could drink, ice cold water. So ever since then, I have to have ice water with my ice cream. Kind of a weird thing, huh?
Weird how we get conditioned to do certain things, right?
Right? Yeah. Yes. Oh, Tony. I don't know if Tony's here.
I'm here.
Speaking of Dairy Queen, did you hear the one guy's been like out sick?
No.
You haven't heard anything about him?
Mm-mm.
Allegedly, you know the guy I'm talking about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dad asked for him the other day when Dad went to Dairy Queen. It was like, hey, is so-and-so here? And they told him he's been out sick for a year.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't know, like, what's going on with him. I didn't know if you had heard anything through the grapevine.
Because like your food's not ready by the time you get to the drive-up window.
No, Dad was just gonna say hi to the guy. We used to go to Dairy Queen so much, Trent, that like the owner, like we knew the owner.
Yeah, he would have the food ready for you.
Yeah, but like we would just like, you know, BS with him too, and like I think he came by the house a couple times and looked at the Christmas lights and like all that stuff, you know. So yeah. Or actually the one time, yeah, he was there the day we got, we were hauling Buster to the farm and we're like, hey, look at our tractor on the trailer. And he's like, okay. It was funny. Had to be there kind of thing. It's a good time. But yeah, apparently he's been out sick, but I don't know about that because, yeah, I just don't know. I don't know. Kind of weird. So I don't know what the deal is there. Thought that was kind of interesting. Oh, Pop's heard about another farmer who's got a farm of cancer, Zach.
That's not good.
There's a lot of them right now.
Really?
Yeah. And it's all like, it's all a bunch of like cancers that aren't aggressive. Like your dad's cousin has cancer. Technically, 2 of your dad's cousins have cancer. But
Yeah, the
not,
ones had cancer. Yeah.
But like they're not aggressive cancers. They're just like real slow and kind of just, you're fine. Right?
Mm-hmm.
The guy that farms, oh God, how do I say this without giving everything away? The guy that owns the gun club.
Yeah.
Apparently he's got some kind of like super slow, like aggressive cancer.
Huh.
Allegedly. That was part of Pops' conversation yesterday with that other guy. But yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't know, man. Kind of weird, all these farmers. And they're not in California, Trent. But it makes you wonder if something, you know, you never know. Makes you wonder. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, and that thing coming up on a Saturday that we're not going to talk about, Zach?
Mm-hmm.
Pop's got like the whole story on that whole deal.
Okay. Because I knew there was a story, but like
there's a lot to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He talked to somebody else.
That whole ordeal is just kind of one like. Just
It's
imagine
actually
like
not as weird as you think. Yeah. It's not as weird as you think. It's different though, but it's not as crazy as it actually sounds. But of course, we can't talk about it on stream. So. What did Casey say? Hey, remember that redacted time at that redacted place? Yeah. Sorry, chat. There's just things we can't talk about, you know? Even though we might want to, but, you know, we have to protect, we have to keep a few things about real life off the internet, right? A few things. So, it's a whole thing. Well, yeah. But it's just different. Do what?
Hopefully I don't have to work that day.
Request the day off. Tell them you got a social gathering to go to.
I can't really do that in springtime.
Well, I'm hoping it's not like muddy, you know?
That's probably the only reason I can go is if it's wet.
Probably, yeah.
Or if we're caught up, but I doubt that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be...
Good luck.
Yeah.
But it's difficult because Tony and I know each other in real life, so it gets a little difficult sometimes when we want to like talk about random stuff. Like, oh, we can't. Never mind. That's okay. It happens, right? Like, yeah. So we have those, you know, Tony, those 2 poles that we have left over at the farm.
Yeah.
The base of that new telephone pole or power pole we're going to put up, and then that pole that we replaced back in the combine shed. That place around the corner from the farm where there's those 2 houses that has like a bunch of junk there. Yeah, over by your dad's cousin, the cell seed.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Dad stopped in there the other day to ask them like if they wanted them.
Oh, yeah?
Obelix, I'll get one going to you, yeah. Pop stopped in there the other day just to be like, hey, do you guys want these?
Like leftover poles?
Yeah, as like a corner post or something, maybe for like their kettles, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Dad walks in there. I can send it to 13, that's fine. Dad walks there, drives in the place, and he asks for, you know, the guy, and the guy wasn't there, but his son was.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, hey, you know, do you guys want these? And he thought about it for a second. And he goes, yeah, we'll take them. He goes, we pretty much take anything around here. And if you would see this place, chat, you would understand. There's junk everywhere.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff.
I think I know who you talked to, too. Because one of their boys and me are about the same age.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I think we were in the same class in high school.
Where is the thing? We didn't sell that, did we? Oh, there it is. Hiding between the 2 grain carts. Oh, boy.
Back then, they did a good job.
Obelix did the other day. He might have used Lumberjack. I'm not sure, but either way, it was parked great. But yeah, I thought it was funny that he's like, yeah, we'll take them. We take anything around here. And this yard does look like the Clampets moved in. Like, it's bad.
There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, we got a neighbor at one of our farms that's like that.
Yeah, it's like the local junkyard.
Pretty much, and it's pretty much from property line to property line.
Yeah. This guy, I think, probably owns like 10 acres, maybe.
Oh, this guy doesn't own too much near me.
And, yeah. Bye, Bear. Have a good day.
Have a good one, Bear.
All right. 13. Obelix is on its way.
5.94
What's that?
acres is what they own.
5.94.
Mm-hmm.
So he owns 6 acres?
5.94. I went to my little appy app.
So he owns 6 acres. Okay.
No, John, 5.94.
That's a random number. So it was supposed to be 6, but somebody messed up.
I don't know how exact this thing is either.
That's funny. So, okay, he owns 5 acres. And, I mean, he's got like a decent sized yard and stuff, but the yards, I don't think he can mow any of it. Because there's stuff everywhere. But that's okay.
I would say this is fairly accurate because it says like your dad owns 5 acres.
Yeah. Like on the dot.
Yeah.
Wow.
It just says 5 point nothing.
Wow. Gotcha. That's okay. Well, if it says 5 acres, that is historically accurate. So, or wait. The best part, you know, when they were getting ready to sell the farm, technically like Grandpa's estate, which Dad was in control of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
When he was getting ready to sell the farm, obviously had to have it surveyed, right?
Yeah.
And along our lane between ours and Dad's cousin's land, which share the lane, right? But they share like, it's not a mile property line, but it's pretty far across there. Well, on one end, the property marker was perfect, dead on. That's the end out in the middle of the field, right? Along the lane, it was like 30 feet off from where everybody always thought the property line was. And so, you know, and neither person, like, we weren't going to really try to like, oh, it's our land. And like Dad's cousin wasn't really like, oh, it's our land. And the guys that were buying it are like, yeah, whatever. Because whatever, right? It was a couple acres though, technically. Because if you take like 30 feet on one end and to a point on the other end, and you're taking like, I don't know, half a mile or better, it ended up being a couple acres. And so what everybody came to the agreement, basically Pops and I went down there one day and just picked the flag up and just put it right in the middle. And everybody's like, all right, that's fine. It's like, well, okay.
I mean, it's
And,
kinda
you know, a
win-win
couple
for
of the
every
other
party.
property lines are off a foot or two here or there, right? And same thing. We just picked the markers up and moved them. It's like, whatever. Nobody cares. Especially out front where they were like, there's power poles. I can't farm 2 feet on that side of a power pole with the modern equipment. So, like, everybody was just fine. Like, yeah, just move it a couple feet. It doesn't matter.
That's shocking. You got farmers to agree on something.
But if there's a power pole there, you can't really do anything.
I know, but still, with like how petty farmers are, I'm just surprised you got them to agree on anything.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say Dad's cousin's one of the petty ones, and the guys that bought it, I wouldn't say they're
That's true.
particularly petty.
I
mean, they
you can't even get people to agree on like taking out a fence row.
True. I mean, well, we don't have those here, but they're all gone.
Maybe like 150 years ago.
Not that long ago when Dad was a kid.
I mean, they're.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have any. I mean, there's not a lot of actual fences up, but you can see where that little strip of grass is.
Bulbasaurus Rex saw his dad harvest a power pole once. Combine a power pole. You're not supposed to do that. No, years ago, Zach, out between like, well, that same property line or somewhere out there was a fence line that was so grown up they had to bring in like bulldozers.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Back when, like a million years ago, yeah. Like probably 50 years ago. Yeah. Because see, when Dad was a kid, every winter they would go out and cut, you know, mulberries and stuff out of the fence lines. And like a lot of other farmers just didn't do that. They would just let their fence lines grow up. Well, eventually they become a problem. So kind of like the one at the horse farm, you know, that's 40 feet tall or something, 30 feet tall now with crap growing through a fence line. So
Speaking of that, I saw where there used to be a fence line by one of the fields that we were spraying.
Yeah.
Only reason why I knew that there was a fence line, or there used to be a fence line, was there's these, I don't know, 2 or 3 foot tall stumps
Oh, somebody cut them off above the fence.
above the fence, and I guess cut the wire, and you just see a straight, solid line of tree stumps, like, oh,
Yep.
fence row.
That's fun. Yeah, fences haven't been a thing here for a long time.
I mean, in fairness, you don't have a fence row. Where are you gonna go put your old mobile, or where are you gonna go put the 1066 that hasn't ran in 20 years? You know.
That's true.
You find out your nearest tree line and park it
There
there.
are no trees. Where the farm is, there's really not.
There's one tree that needs to be cut down. I know that.
Well, there's a tree on them. There's a couple old trees out in the middle of the field still, and that really bothers Dad. It's kind of funny. Especially like if there's a storm and a branch falls out, and he's like, see, they just need to clean the tree up, just get rid of it. These darn farmers, they're afraid of work. That's basically what Dad says. Just like that too. It's quite comical.
I mean, we got one tree that's a pain, and it's one of those. Or I think it might be an apple or some type of apple tree.
Oh yeah. Interesting.
Leaves like these green balls on the ground.
Okay. The one, well, at that we call it the horse farm. It has another name, but we'll call it the horse farm for now.
Yeah,
they had,
reasons.
huh?
It said redacted reasons.
Redacted farm, yeah.
Redacted farm.
U.S. farms have become very sanitary. True, yeah. Yeah, because like when Dad was a kid, like they had their own cows, so they could have milk and you know, meat and stuff, you know, like. So you had to have fences. You had to have fences to keep your pigs in. You just don't have that nowadays like you used to. But yeah. At the horse farm though, like they had 2 fence lines, and the one had been grown up with like big trees in it. Well, over the winter, this giant excavator showed up and ripped all of it down. And they actually plowed up the old pasture, so I guess they're gonna like plant it this year. And instead of like mowing it, because they don't have, what do they have, 3 horses there maybe now? Maybe 2, I don't know. They used to have a bunch. When I was a kid, there used to be a ton of horses there. But they just don't have that many anymore. Now it's corn and beans on every inch, pretty much, yeah. Little bit of wheat in there too. Yeah, I saw a guy out the other day, Zach, with a tow behind sprayer.
Really?
Yeah, he was killing cover crop.
Speaking of Toby, I see Larson's got a new one.
No, did they?
I
Not seen.
assume they got a new one because Duggo posted a kibble semi, and
Well,
next thing I think chat posted was that they were setting up one. So I've put 2 and 2 together and
I know they were putting a sprayer
up for sale.
on for sale, but they were also putting a sprayer on the one 8RT with the tanks on there. But I don't think they're going to use the tanks for spraying. They're just on there. And the interesting thing is they're not doing starter fertilizer this year. And Ivers don't do starter fertilizer anymore either. So kind of interesting. And actually, Dad asked a farmer the other day when they were working on that fuel thing on this tractor, have they, done any like testing without starter fertilizer? And he goes, no, everybody just uses it around here. So they haven't even done any testing without it. So
I don't
I
think
thought that
anybody around here does any starter.
You don't?
No, a lot of
Wow.
guys just put seed in the planter.
Oh man, it's the way
the
around
planter.
here.
You can't plant corn without putting starter fertilizer with it.
Around here, yeah.
If
Yeah.
you,
Because the guy even told Dad, he's like, well, we'll have yellow corn. And Dad's like, So it's all about the yield, man. Who cares how yellow it is when it first comes up? You know? And then he was like, you know, he was talking about anhydrous, and he's like, God, everybody uses anhydrous. He goes, but just you can't get it where the farm is anymore. You know, we don't have a local co-op anymore that sells it.
Like,
So,
like where I work would probably be the closest one.
yeah, and that's an hour plus away from the farm. So you're not going to drag tanks up or teach them, go do some science. I don't have farmland to do science on, though.
Actually, there is a farmer down there that comes. He pulls wagons out of work.
That's crazy.
I mean, it depends on which wagon you have. If you have the newer style where you're pulling 2 tanks on one frame, it's
Like a
not too
trailer,
bad.
yeah, not like the old sketchy ones, yeah.
The old sketchy one, you gotta go maybe 10, 15, but the newer ones, you can
Zip,
go
yeah.
45 if you're pushing 55, but you gotta worry about stopping, but that's another story.
Gotcha, fuel hauler. Yeah, it's, I mean, like, if you watch the YouTubes, like, there's a lot of farmers that are still, although that Ivers Farms, you know, they used to do anhydrous too, and they quit doing that too. They had
Yeah,
like
but
they had the auto disconnect tanks and stuff, so you could stay in your cab and disconnect and hook up to a new tank. And
yeah, I feel like they have a co-op do that though.
no, they don't do anhydrous at all anymore. Nope, they've just put down. I know they side dress their corn. That's how they're getting most of their fertilizer. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, when I was a kid, though, I mean, because we had a local co-op when I was a kid, and God, there'd be times where you couldn't drive down the road for all the tanks driving down the road. Not like anhydrous tanks, not like gotcha tanks, you know. Anhydrous tanks, let me be clear. But nowadays, yeah, there's just nothing. There's just nowhere to buy it. That's, you know, I mean, like Zach said, he has it at his work, but like I said, that's a good hour pull probably.
Oh man,
I'd say between like half an hour to get down there. Yeah, pulling
Half an
tanks.
hour and an hour?
It doesn't take that long. It only
Buddy,
takes
how
like,
fast are you driving?
It only takes 40 minutes from my house to get to work.
yeah, but Tony, if you're driving the old
tanks.
old tanks, you're going 10, 15.
No.
Yes.
How fast are you driving, Budro?
I can pull tanks. It just depends.
The
Like-
old one
like-
or the new one?
You can probably pull old ones like at 30 or 35.
Tony's asking for trouble.
So you hit
Okay.
one bump, Tony, and they start like dancing. on
Tony,
you.
Yes.
I just clicked on the farm and where you, like, the town you work in, right?
52 minutes.
I would say 50 minutes is what I came up with.
Oh.
So,
Well, see, between a half an hour and an hour.
Yeah, but there's no way you're doing that with.
there's always that one
Old
wagon,
tanks.
yeah.
The worst are those, we have like narrow frame ones. So like some guys use them like for side dressing corn, or like a lot of guys, some guys that we service have like strip till bars, but like
Sure.
they put the ammonia on with the strip till bars,
Yeah.
like they go between the rows.
Mhm.
And since they're such narrow, those can get to whipping on you pretty bad. But like, if you're taking like one of the big doubles, like the 2,000 gallon bottles on one running gear, those run
Yeah.
pretty decent down the highway.
So apparently if you want to walk it, Tony, it's going to take 16 hours in a minute.
I think I'm just not gonna go to work that day.
If you're going to bike it, it's going to take like 4.5 hours, okay? So,
Don't mind me if you see me biking on the side of I-70.
whoa. Give locations, God. Gosh. That's funny. All right. I know I took an unscheduled break earlier, but to get back on schedule, this thing's going to plant some corn very awkwardly. So it helps when I leave if I turn my camera off, huh?
I saw that. I mean, you were taking the headphones off, and
I was like, uh-oh.
you were just giving her hell.
I was like a deer in headlights. Like, oh,
You're like,
Well,
1 second, Chad.
Yeah, 1 second, what's going on? Like, yeah, that could have been awkward. Yeah, let's maintain the professionalism and just turn that off, you know? Try to, anyway. Alright. Let's go. Back and forth. You got that barley or them oats planted yet?
No, I just back in the cultivator in the shed.
Oh my god, this guy, chat. I swear.
Well, it's one of the biggest fields we farm, buddy.
You want to put carrots in there?
I gotta take my goldfish to the vet.
Oh, really? What's wrong with it?
Yeah. I don't know. That's kind of like the running, not the running joke, but like kind of a joke at work. Cause like the one day the boss goes, "Hey, we might have to like work the weekend, like even Sundays." Like, then one of the guys goes, "Well, I guess my goldfish is just gonna have to wait to go to the vet. You know, goldfish is gonna die."
Or you have to take your goldfish for a walk. I always like that one too. I'm sorry, I can't. I gotta take my goldfish for a walk. Yeah, I think that one's funny too. Take your goldfish to the vet, huh?
I kind of forgot. What we plant now? Oats or barley?
Sorghum.
That wasn't even an option.
You can't plant barley. You can plant carrots, green beans, long grain. Well, you can't do that. Never mind. Oats, peas, potatoes, greens, beans, tomatoes,
Says
potatoes.
Coot just resubscribed
Wait.
for 20
Whoa.
months. Hello, welcome back, boys.
Whoa, it's Scoot.
He's alive.
Where he's been playing I think Grand Theft Auto like RP.
He remembers us.
I'm sorry. This is Deputy Scoot we're talking about here.
Yeah, deputy. I don't know what he's. I think that's what he's been up to. Scoot, what's popping, man? Thanks for 20-month reset. What's going on, dude?
Hi, Scoot.
Yeah,
Been a minute,
Deputy
brother.
Scoot finally returns.
Yeah.
And his wife definitely did not rat him out.
Not at all. No. 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 No, that would never happen. Definitely did not happen. You know.
It definitely did not happen a couple weeks, months ago.
Nope. Oh, you've been playing schedule one. Nice. We're doing, Skill. We're doing, brother. Same stuff, different day, you know. It's pretty much what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much it. No, nothing really. Oh, I did find out just a minute ago, Tony.
Yeah.
If you want to come over to Sister's house for non-Easter Easter, we're apparently going over at 11 a.m. tomorrow.
11?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Now
I
I'd
don't
have
know.
to make it. I'd have to make it quick, so I'd probably come over straight from church. So I'd be dressed up, and then after I have to be in my. I think we're going to my aunt's at like 2:30 tomorrow.
Oh,
But I wouldn't
you
be
don't
able to
have
stay long.
You don't have to. That's fine.
What if I just show up after church with like my tie on, my dress shirt and my tie? Like I'm here to eat. I'm here for the French toast sticks.
That's cute. It was Miss Walker. She came in here a couple times and let us know that you were like still breathing. So that was nice of her, you know. Yeah, I don't know why we're going it. I don't know.
Seems early.
Blues game 1 tonight. Oh, I didn't realize it was tonight already.
Yeah, 5 p.m. in the correct time.
In the
So
afternoon.
How's this work? Like if they lose, are they done?
It's the best of. Is it 5 or 7 the first round in the playoffs?
I think there's according to Google, there's 7 games.
Okay, so it used to be 5. So it's best out of 7 in the first round then. Yeah, or all the rounds. That's why the hockey playoffs take forever.
Yeah, there's 7 games and it's all Blues and Jets.
Yeah, best out of 7.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Thank you. I'm not really a hockey guy.
And they're also playing Monday as well at 6:30.
Yeah, so they'll play every other day basically for until either one team wins, you know, the 4 games that it takes, or they play all 7. Either way, a team is going to win 4 games and move on.
Just looked at the start times for these.
Yeah.
Why can't they all be the same? 'Cause today's 5, Monday's 6:30, next one's 8:30 Thursday, and then Sunday
Thursday?
is noon. Yeah, Thursday the 24th.
They don't play from Monday to Thursday?
Yeah, Monday the 21st to the 24th.
That's wild. Okay. Okay.
And then
I
from
thought it would be
Thursday
like
to Sunday.
another day. I guess they have travel days too. Hockey playoffs just take forever.
And then there's 3, 5, 6, and 7, which are to be determined.
Well,
Those are the 30th, the 2nd, and Star Wars Day.
yeah, ideally we don't need, like, hopefully we can get it done in, 4 games and be done with it and just win. But, we'll see.
So you gonna cut stream off like 4:30?
No. No. If it was like the Stanley Cup, maybe, but probably not. That's funny. That is funny.
All right, chat. We gotta
Gotta go watch hockey.
go watch hockey.
Had a little leg. Just a little bit almost. That's all. What do I do? You're good. Good to go. Oh man. No, I'm excited for some hockey. I haven't watched a single minute of hockey this entire year. So
Same here, and this is the only time we watch.
I'm a sucker for some playoff hockey, so yeah. Big fan of the playoff hockey. So I'll have to try to catch some of it anyway. I don't know if I'll put it on tonight where I can see it. We'll see. So if so I'm probably out of here, but assuming we don't get bad enough storms where I have to end stream, probably at like 9 o'clock tonight, chat.
Boo.
It's an hour early. It's okay.
I mean, I'm probably not gonna last that long anyway. So.
Exactly.
It's past your bedtime.
Well, so if it wasn't raining today, we were gonna work today. So like, my alarm went off at 5 o'clock this morning.
Oh.
But I guess I was under the assumption like my boss was gonna text us either way, like if it,
Yeah,
but like he
did.
never did. So I just went back to bed. I was like,
So you just stayed home without actually knowing if you were supposed to go to work?
I think basically if it was raining, we weren't working. And
I gotcha.
so I'm like, I guess I snoozed my alarm a couple times and said to heck with it. Went back to bed.
Gotcha. What's poppin'? Welcome in. What's going on?
Which was
Tony.
hello.
Boy, nothing like running a tractor planting with big old knobby duals on there, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Whatever floats your boat, dog.
But don't worry, this tractor can't fit in some sheds, but we're playing with it.
That's funny.
I feel like, yeah, that's early for Easter, 11 o'clock.
I don't know what the deal is, yeah. I don't know if, like... I don't know. It's weird. 'Cause normally it's like, okay, like a 4 o'clock, like a 3 o'clock. But we're going over there. Apparently we're leaving here at 11. Because Aunt asked me earlier, and I was like, I don't know, ask Pops. And so I guess she asked Pops when he was home earlier, and so she just told me 11 o'clock, and I was like, what? Get in the fence. Where's the fence? The fence? What's wrong with the fence?
Probably the other fence, the 2-track.
Oh.
At least that'd be my guess.
Looks to me like we have an issue with a row marker. Can't say that I've ever seen this issue before, but
Gotta fold the hydraulics in.
yeah. Okay. Does it break when it like folds up? Does it shoot that arm back out? All right. I have no idea. That was awkward. Very, very awkward. All right, let's get this one planted, parked, and then I guess I'll grab the Amazon right there and we'll help Tony do some planting. Seeding, sorry. It gets awkward with the duals in these sheds, doesn't it? Tony wouldn't know anything about that, though, would you?
Hey, the tractor fits in those sheds, just not the shop. Which is nothing like having a tractor you can't work on in your own shop. That's awesome. That's neither here nor there.
It happens. It happens. It did when you folded. That's weird. The only thing I can think is maybe that's the one that Zach had earlier that was running the row marker, but I don't know.
Could be. I'm doing 2 times around for GPS too.
2 times. Okay.
2 times.
Alright, that's fine. I'll be out here in a jiffy. 2 times. Oh boy. Oh boy. Scoot, we played all of Riverbend with no mods. Or I played all of Riverbend with no mods. I put like 600 hours into Riverbend with no mods. And then when we came over here to the Hutan Pantai map, we have like 30 something mods right now. That's all. But Courseplay and Auto Driver definitely too. Although I don't hardly ever use Courseplay. We use all the Auto Drive all the time, but Courseplay, not very often. You know, the hired workers are just so much better in 25, so you don't really need it as much, in my opinion.
I barely use Courseplay.
Yeah, you use Auto Drive all the time, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Auto Drive is still a very necessary mod in my opinion. Courseplay, it's cool, you know, if you want to put it's really nice for if you want to put like 2 seeders in a field or 2 combines. But if you're just doing like 1 seeder, 1 combine, 1 cultivator, you don't really need Courseplay.
I mean,
it's really nice if you want to double. Do what?
It's nice to have, but
yeah. It's like that Swiss Army knife that, you know, you might have carried forever. It's nice to have because you might need, you know, the little pair of scissors sometime in your life.
You're going to need it sometime, but...
Yeah. So you might as well have it.
Trent, I kind of felt like you yesterday.
You may make a solo lab
So,
appearance.
semi just waiting for the sprayer guy to get there?
No, I was spreading fertilizer, but I had my pliers in my spreader, so I put my pliers on my belt yesterday, and, you know, old farmer Tony walk around with his pliers on his belt.
Yeah, I just blame the 2 Oklahoma people
Don't you shake your head at me, John. Don't you shake your head at me. I saw that.
Forget that you can see me.
Yeah, John Plow.
When are we gonna all run webcams, and then I can bring your cameras in too, so we can see you, Tony, huh?
Never.
Why?
You don't want to see what's behind me.
Dude, we'll get you a green screen. You can be like in Maui or something, you know? I'll put you inside of an active volcano. How about that?
Yeah, Chad, it's a little warm in here today.
Need to turn on the mini split, Tony. Come on. Scoot, you're always welcome here, bro. Always. Actually, Scoot, we've been playing Minecraft lately. I don't know if you're a Minecraft guy, but we've been playing Minecraft lately. And it's been a ton of fun. In fact, I played like 6.5 hours of it yesterday. So, yeah.
It's crazy to think of.
What, that I'm playing Minecraft?
And you're having fun doing it.
And I'm enjoying it? Yeah.
Have you seen what we built, Tony?
No.
Tony's not a Minecraft guy.
Well, he could watch stream.
That's true.
I'm a
Yeah,
big
you
costume
left work
guy.
at a reasonable time yesterday. What were you doing?
What did I do?
Not watching the stream, obviously.
I went to a buddy's house after work.
Oh.
Well, we stayed after work, and then I went to a buddy's house, and then
Gotcha.
had a hamburger and a hot dog, and then came home.
Man, little barbecue vibes, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You don't
Sometimes
even have, like, the stream on during work?
Sometimes I do watch streams back.
Oh, gosh. Okay. All right.
I always have it always on the phone and put the phone in the passenger seat so I can still listen.
You know what I've been listening to quite a bit while I've been working?
What?
The Growing Corn's podcast.
All right, Obelix, all good. So it's just F word after F word.
No, it's actually really enjoyable. Him and another guy, that Nick McCormick guy. You know him?
Okay. Yeah.
Or know of him? They have a podcast together, and it's really interesting. Actually, one of the really interesting ones they did was with Ryan Kelly. I think his username is like Wisconsin Titan 2 or something. The guy that does like all the old like farm stories. Basically, talking about like old farm tractors and stuff. It's not all like I'll say all the time.
It's not all like his TikTok.
No, it's actually I enjoy it.
I always like when he goes, "Evening, folks." The old dog says the same. And then he goes, and yes, he can talk. It's like, what?
Or like there was one on there. It was Tony and his wife, Nick and his wife, and then that Ryan Peters, the bushels and barrel guy, the oil producer out of
yeah.
It was him and his wife. That was really funny.
Wow.
Cause you know, like they're drinking while they're doing it, and it's funny.
All right. I have not watched or listened to a podcast in forever.
Occasionally listen to like the Farm for Profit guys.
Dad's a big Farm for Profit podcast guy. Yeah.
Listen to at least the Everything Ag and then some. The Kibble Man Sam.
Oh.
Or he's got his own podcast.
Everybody has one.
Kibble Man. It's the two Sams and Boss Man Chris.
John, we should make a podcast.
Had one actually.
Oh yeah, you did.
For like 5 minutes, and then we gave up minutes. But we had one for like a few minutes, yeah. Sure did. All right, I'm gonna stop here for a second because I just realized we need to desperately get like rotary hose going on a bunch of this ground. So, do you see our John Deere V Rippers, Tony?
I see them. Those are neat.
Pretty sick, aren't they?
Why don't we just wouldn't it be faster to spray the ground?
Yeah, but we haven't. We've been, you know, trying to be organic. Or something.
Is that so?
Not at all. No, actually. But you have the weeder, you have tractors. Might as well fire it up, right? It's one of those things that can run in the background while we're planting, you know? And then it's just done. It's just magic, you know? Just saying. Don't want to go that way, though. Through the tab border and go through past. Oh, my God. Yes. Okay. Obelix is going to do that. I'm assuming he comes back on the 2-track because that screams. Yeah. And then we're going to use an 8R on it. Yeah. Only appropriate size tractors today on the rotary hose. That's it. So far, our sprayer we've only used for fertilizing reasons as well. We have not used them for herbicide. Just saying. Right. I'm telling you, you gotta love the lime green buildings.
There's something.
They're awesome.
I might have to add those like my single player. Those are pretty good. Nice shits.
They're all from the mod hub. What map are you playing in your single player?
Oh, I don't know. I think I want to start a new one. I was grinding out Riverbend for a while,
Yeah.
and then
They
I don't know. I
logged
might.
into that single player.
What's that, Trent?
I said, do you stay logged into that single player too?
Get those hours, dog. Hey,
I
Trent,
could
you
do
do that sometimes too. Don't even play.
Oh, I know, because especially when my uncle is catching me mid like turn.
I thought for sure I was gonna be fine. Dang it.
I think I might start playing all of them.
That's gonna be my next. Oh god, this is really stuck.
I did download Riverbend Springs like the Stevie edit. That's always
Yeah.
gonna be a good option.
I think I don't think. I know Alma's gonna be my next.
Just sucks that auto drive guy hasn't done a course yet.
Oh, really? I didn't even think about that. Crap, I can't play until auto drive, you know? Can't play without it.
You already have one in Discord. It's just you gotta do a couple extra steps.
That sounds like way too much work.
It's better than nothing.
I mean, realistically, starting out, you don't need auto drive. It's when you start growing and having like a ton of grain to haul is when you really need it, you know?
And it's still helpful when the starting combine and you just
yeah.
put your pipe out and the guy comes straight to you.
Yeah, but I could manage without.
Huh.
What?
This is gonna be redacted, but I went to like one of the thing we went to at your dad's work on a Sunday that like the company did.
Yeah.
I went to their website
like
and
a party. Yep.
Yeah. And there's a farmer on. Yeah.
There's parties coming up. Yeah.
Yeah, lots of them. This one's gonna have a disco ball.
You're starting to think you need a bigger combine than the N7.
The old Gleaner.
We might.
Roller Cedar.
Where is that? Is that on the mod hub?
No.
No? Okay. I need to start throwing together. I probably need to work on that like tomorrow/Monday is working on like a little bit of a mod pack for Alma. That way, if it's time to go, like say Tuesday, we can do it, or next Saturday, or whenever. I don't know when we're gonna switch. I mean, technically speaking, if we wanted just to say, okay, we're done here, we could just work on stuff for the temple and quit farming. But I still like farming. It's still fun, you know? So, yeah. It is still fun. Oh, was that the Gleaner?
That's the Gleaner plus the horn head and the platform.
Nice.
That's for the inn.
There is those there's those New Holland old combines too.
It's one that's in the hot hub.
I got a error on that trend. That did not work. Oh, never mind. It did work. Okay. Scoot, you're gonna wait for the next map to make your. Okay. I got you. Like I said, I don't know when it's gonna be. It'll be sometime. Just don't know when. This is a nice combine. That's a really nice looking combine. Tony, you're gonna have to send me a link of what you're talking about, because I don't know which one you're talking about.
I think it was a different one. Oh, hear me out.
There's too many parties, man.
So the one day we were working on the tender truck, right? We were putting the new bed on. It was actually the one that got in the accident. But that's neither here nor there.
Oh, the one that rolled, yeah.
And they were saying that one of the farmers, like, I think what's happening here is there's two people that live close by each other that have the same name. but one of the guys died. Not the
Oh.
farmer, the other guy. I think that's what this party is about. That sounds really messed up.
Texas, what's going on? Congratulations. I'm glad she said yes. That's awesome, man. GG's. Is that the one that I was redacted talking about earlier?
No, different one.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I just sent you a link.
Where'd you? Oh, wrong account, dog.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, you see
I can't open it. I can't open it from that account right now because
What
it'll
do
be
you
on
mean?
stream.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
it's okay. They can know about the party.
Everybody's invited. Right.
Wrong person, I think.
I mean,
Like I said, I think it was a different fella, same name.
Yep. Henry the Eighth. I am. You know that guy. Okay. Yeah, I don't know who that is. Not a clue. I've never heard that last name. Redacted. You know, that's a weird last name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Chat, does it drive you crazy when Zach and I talk in code? I can see it. I'm sorry if it annoys any of you. But, you know, sometimes it happens. Sometimes. The problem is that Zach and I don't really haven't. Well, we did go to the farm that one Sunday a couple weeks ago. But, like, we don't see each other a ton in real life or talk in real life outside of, like, stream. So it's hard sometimes to, like, catch up on the news, you know, the drama, you know, without, like, giving away things. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. All right. That's okay. Look how much farming we're getting done right now, Zach. We got 2 seeders, 3 weeders, and a fertilizer spreader all going right now.
We're getting after it, buddy.
Oh, by the way, chat,
seed.
the players thing, the max players, it is set at 16. So I have no idea why it was capping us to like 12 the other day. And it has been set at 16. I went and looked the other day because there was that little update, and it was already set at 16. So
Too many tiny trucks.
probably, or never enough tiny trucks. Just saying. That's also could be a thing, right? Never enough. Never enough. We're still under a flood thing, huh? All this rain, man. Although it has not been raining for a while here, which is fine. We are still under a flood watch till, like, I don't know, Monday or something. Miss Walker, what's up? It's popping.
I'm thinking maybe Monday at work, if boss man don't have anything planned, I'm gonna power wash my machine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about how sticky 32 was.
Maybe a little bit, Miss Walker. Yeah, but it's okay.
I've been trying to, like, at least, like, when I get back or, like, in the mornings, like, hose it off. Because, one, water's cheaper than glass cleaner.
Do you guys have a fire hose?
Nah, I just use, like, a garden hose from a spigot.
Oh, spigot, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
But, like, there's only so much you can do.
Well water? Or is it, like, city water up there?
I don't know. Well, there's only so much you can do with a garden hose, and I feel like on that big, like, on farm machinery, it's just, by the time you power wash one spot, you just gotta do it 5 more times, because...
Yeah. True.
And I really need to grease that machine.